just to give you a brief rundown of what's going on right now, it's very breezy out. Oh, trust me, I'm pretty sure the water is going to give me a bit of a chill. But the instant I get out of the water, it's going to be horrible. Oh, the things I do for you guys is entertainment. Happy Saturday, everybody. Woo! Huh. It's actually not bad. It's actually quite nice. Woo. Oh, man. I would do this whole video in the water, but I think you actually want to keep the camera on the talent, so give me a second. Oh, I already feel the wind. Let's get out of the wind. Okay, we're cool. We are cool. All right. Let me set this down real fast. There we go. Perfect. So, well, let me dry out before I get into what I was gonna do. And hopefully I can get dried off before the wind starts picking up again, because that's gonna be a bit of a problem. Okay. Let me darn it. There we go. Alright. So I figured, considering what I'm about to talk about today, a towel with, well, I don't have a fully blue towel, but I do have a towel with many shades of blue. Plus, I have a blue hammer. Fight on, men and women of blue and white. Fight on with all your very might. Horse as high as our battle cry. Fight, horseheads, fight. Keep up the courage to keep goals in sight. Fight, horseheads, fight. For a horizon that is bright. Keep fighting, old, white, and blue. Those ones evolve. Shall ever walk a path that's straight and true. Raise your head up to the sky for horseheads high. With the final score of 56-21, my Horseheads Blue Raiders defeated the visiting opponent, Fayetteville-Manlius Hornets, in a very, very great display. Because, for all intents and purposes, okay, hold on, let me pick up the phone again. Yeah, as well as refix my towel. Of course, the towel starts coming undone as I'm doing the song. Wardrobe malfunction. Kind of. Okay, so, like, I knew Horseheads looked good, and when they beat, like, Columbia a week ago, like, they beat them, like, 56-34, so it looks like we're a very high-powered offense team. Love that. And our defense, nothing to slouch at either, apparently. I mean, for all intents and purposes, before halftime, the score was 21-0, but they scored 7 points right before the end of the half. But honestly, I think at that point, the half was pretty much over, and no one really wanted to do anything at that point. So, yeah, Horseheads won, which I'm so happy for. Right now, that makes Horseheads 2-0, which is about as good of a start as you could ever want for a season. So, I do have some notes. I'll get to that in a second. But first, I have 2 Blue Hammer Awards to give out, because I actually have an update on some information regarding the Columbia game. Basically, considering what I saw and considering what I heard, there's 2 guys I really want to give a shout out to. Like, full disclosure, like, this guy was really good, but what I find really cool about him is that his jersey number is 0. There's actually a number 0 jersey that Horseheads has. And he's really good, too. Like, number 0 and number 11, Horseheads got themselves a 2-headed monster. That's why I give the first 2 Blue Hammer Awards to those 2 guys. But that's not to say that everyone else didn't play either. Like, number 4 was really good. Number 56, who played on defense a lot, he had some really great saves. Like, good God. Like, this is a team with a purpose. These guys are on a mission to, like, they really, like, the last 2 years, like 2021, it was great until the very end when they lost in the sectional final. And then last year, they could only rebuild. This is the first time I really feel, I think this team might actually be more of a more complete team than the one in 2021. So, again, no problems there. Number 0, number 11, congratulations on, my towel just fell on the ground. I mean, I'm still wearing my swimsuit, just, I don't really need a towel on anymore. It's cool. I'll, put the towel around the table right here. There we go. Okay. Where was I? Okay, it's hard to hold on to the hammer and to the phone at the same time. I'm trying to keep the hammer in frame. So, I have some notes. Because for all intents and purposes, everybody did really well. Bit of a slow start. Got to work on that a little bit. More importantly, because I noticed that our offense is different from the year before. My father noticed this too at the game last night. We actually do have a more well-rounded, complete team. And I really do feel that this is the year that the coach at Horseheads, actually, fun fact about the coach at Horseheads, he was an assistant coach when I was there. So, everything comes full circle, right? I actually saw him last night. It was awesome. Got to see him, say hi. I got to say hi to a lot of people. That was awesome, too. But, again, shout out to shout out to the men and women who volunteered at the game last night, doing concessions and helped get everything set up. Like, you guys are the heroes behind the scenes, for sure. In fact, you get an honorary Blue Hammer Award just for that alone. So, there you go. Shout out to the coaching staff. Some of those coaches I had when I was growing up, some of those coaches were teachers of mine, too. So, again, everything comes full circle, and I'm really glad that so far it's been a very successful season for Horseheads. But I mentioned earlier that we had a bit of a slow start. We pretty much fixed it from we fixed it right away. However, the good thing, let's say that for the sake of argument that we didn't win as well as we did, or we possibly lose this game. It's not that big of a deal because Fayetteville-Manlius is all the way from Syracuse, so they're not remotely in our league. The two schools that we really got to worry about are Vestal and Union Endicott. That goes without saying. You beat those two schools and maintain that sort of level of dominance up until the sectional title game and keep it for the sectional title game, you win sectionals, no question. Every year, though, since I've been paying attention to Horseheads football, the one school I always keep mind of is Corning. And again, Corning's either a bigger school or a smaller school. They're not in the league necessarily, but we face them every year. And because I've always felt that Corning High School has a group of guys that are masters of misdirection. There have been games I've watched where I can never tell where the ball is. They're just that good at it. And now, I mentioned how Horseheads' defense is great. Like, they actually have guys going through the gaps, and we're making sacks, making tackles for loss, you name it. The real question is, can they do that against Corning? More importantly, can they do that at Corning? Specifically, October 27th at Corning Memorial Stadium on Corning Senior Night. Oh yeah, it's going to be Senior Night, so that's going to be a big game. Speaking of big games, Horseheads doesn't really have another home game until the end of the month. Yeah, the next 2 weeks they're away. One at Corcoran, which will be next week, and then Norwich a week later. And then homecoming is going to be on September 29th against Elmira. That's going to be another big game. I mentioned Corning, but I got to give props to Elmira, too. Elmira's never been one to slouch, especially against, neighboring towns and cities like Horseheads and Corning. That's going to be a good game. And come on, reigniting the Horseheads. Oh, I got to adjust the phone in my hand. Reigniting the rivalry between Elmira and Horseheads. Come on. That's huge. I can rest it on my hand. On my shoulder, I mean. There you go. My hand was getting tired. I'll hold it with this hand. So, September 29th, that's going to be a big game. And then the next home game is a week later against Binghamton. I think that's just going to be like a regular game. I mean, it'll still be a big game because, it's, Binghamton. But again, Union Endicott, which we play at, and then Vestal, that is going to be another home game. That's going to be Horsehead Senior Night. Those are going to be the two big games. Like, pretty much the three big, I'd say of the next 6 games that Horseheads has, 4 of them are going to be big ones. Elmira, Union Endicott, Vestal, and Corning. Because if you can dominate your neighboring cities, specifically Elmira and Corning, then that definitely builds confidence. If you can beat Vestal and UE, that's what we call Union Endicott, we call them UE. Sorry, feels like I have water in here, sorry. If you can beat Vestal and Union Endicott, then you got it. But you got to take 1 week at a time. So, to a number 11, number 0, your Blue Hammer Awards are given here. Officially give you Blue Hammer Award. Congratulations. And you know what? Honorary Blue Hammer Awards to the good men and women who volunteered, do working concessions, setting up everything, setting up the merchandise table for, like Horsehead sweatshirts and stuff like that. Like, you guys get a major shout out as well. So Blue Hammer Award goes to you guys as well. To the coaching staff, major props to you guys. You got yourselves a good group of kids that really seem like they're there for each other. And that's key. You want that if you want to go far. Plus, even if for whatever reason this season doesn't turn out to be quite the season that they want, they've got valuable life lessons. Teamwork, camaraderie, being there for one another. Like, yeah, you can be the smartest at something, you can be the strongest at something, you can be the best at whatever. But without a good group of people by your side, it means nothing. And I really think that the Horseheads football team really is a good group of people. I think they're going to do it. I'm hoping they're going to do it. But again, take 1 week at a time. So congratulations to the Horseheads. You got yourself. You guys are now 2-0. That's awesome. It's about as good of a start as anyone could ever hope for. And my advice to you now is take the next couple days to rest. If you have school, you guys are still in school. You have homework to do. If you have homework, get that done. But get it done quickly so you can relax even more. Because we got some football this weekend, which I have to get my NFL picks ready for tomorrow. I'll get that video out then. Let me switch arms. I love that I can rest it on my shoulders. I wonder if I should just I can sort of walk like this. Just there's sort of like a feeling of it's gonna fall off or something. Okay, so maybe I'll walk like this the rest of the way. Actually, the forks of the hammer are kind of digging into me. Hold on, if I can. How do I do this? Yeah, there we go. This kind of works. The fork, this part isn't digging into me, and I can just rest right here, That's awesome. I'm such a grown man, I don't even need to hold on to a hammer to use it. Okay, but on a serious note, yesterday was a lot of fun. And I'm really happy that Horseheads really does look like they have a complete team. Again, a few things they got to work on, but take it 1 week at a time. Hope you guys get plenty of rest this weekend. Again, if you have homework to do, please do it. It's one thing to, the important, I mean, some of the stuff you do off the field is just as important as you do on the field. And, yeah, I gotta say, you know, the future is looking pretty bright for Horseheads football. Got a good group of guys, the coaching staff. I mean, I know those guys. I've known those guys for years. You know, again, when I was a student, some of those coaches were either my coaches for other sports or, you know, my teachers. So, of course, I would trust that they know what they're doing. And we'll just see what happens as the weeks go by. The homecoming's going to be on the 29th, which I'm excited for. Actually, hold on. Trying to think it over in my head. Okay, I just had something in my head, but it's nothing. But yeah, I'm losing track of what I'm saying. I'm sorry, but I had a lot of fun. Congratulations to Horseheads. You deserve all the credit in the world for what you did last night. May you continue to have success for the rest of the season, and I'll be sure to keep all you guys updated on what happens next. So, I hope you'll like this video. If you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me. My hair's all messed up. I'm about to drop the hammer, and not in the good way. I hope you like this video. If you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I am very humbled that I made this video for all of you guys watching. Enjoy today, and hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Saturday. And remember, if you guys want to talk, channels will be here to lend you an ear, and I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.